Care deserts. Ever heard of it? It's a new term that describes the growing need for quality child care facilities in central Indiana. RTV6's Stephanie Wade talks with people working to serve these areas and explains how grave the problem is in our state.
Child advocates say nearly half of the children in Indiana live in a child care desert. It's a term not many people are familiar with, but say it's a very real problem.
It's an incredibly large number, and there are a lot of them. There are about 500,000 Hoosiers under the age of 5, and so it's a lot of children that we're talking about.
Anna came to school today.
A child care desert is an area where families don't have adequate access to daycare for their children.
That's the silliest thing I've ever seen.
Early Learning Indiana has 9 centers across central Indiana serving about 1,000 kids a day.
We have really tried to stay in those areas where there are high populations of children and a lot of children who otherwise wouldn't have access to high quality care.
The president says reaching those families who live in these deserts is hugely important to them.
This is not just an urban problem or a rural problem. We see it in all different types of communities.
He is 2. Oh my gosh.
Vicki Rudzinski says she and her husband struggled looking for quality daycare facilities for their 2-year-old son, Preston.
It's hard. It's a really hard decision. I have to work. My husband has to work, so finding childcare was not an option.
She says cost was one obstacle.
Our state loses millions and billions of dollars every year because parents are missing work or having to leave jobs because they can't afford childcare.
A problem the Marion County Commission on Youth says is extremely detrimental to our state. An average family is spending between 20 to 30% of their gross income on this care.
Child care centers won't put themselves in communities where parents won't be able to fill those classrooms. So it's just this vicious cycle.
They both agree different sectors need to come to the table to solve this problem.
Corporations are becoming increasingly involved because they see it as a recruitment issue for their own workforce.
If we're going to be the state that works, let's be the state that works and works for families.
Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
Right now on our website, we have a link to a desert care map showing you exactly where those holes are. We also have resources for parents on where to find child care in your area.